It has been another exciting year learning about the reptiles and amphibians of the sanctuary. There have been new births, deaths, and close calls. It appears a new species has colonized the sanctuary. We also unwittingly created habitat for a long-time resident, but first-time nester. The lives of our mini herps remain mysterious, and we are certainly grateful for every opportunity we have to watch the mysteries unravel. This was another successful year for our vernal pond breeders. Most of the sanctuary action was focused at two sites, the Beaver Forest Vernal Pond and the Winterberry Swamp. As I've mentioned in previous reports, timing is everything with the ambostomas. They come out as soon as the first warm spring rains melt the snow, but the temperatures must remain above 50 degrees, otherwise catastrophe can happen, as we found on the morning of April 8th. When the weather finally was right, there was a successful run. It seemed to occur over the course of several days, especially in the swamp. Now last year, we had noticed wood frogs mating living yellow spotted salamanders. This year, they were mating corpses. Wow. I can only assume that the frogs had also caused the death of these unfortunate salamanders. The vernal pond hosted a wide variety of amphibian larvae, at least 5 different species. As the waters began to dry later in the summer, they were all consolidated into a small puddle and were easy to observe. The drying water did make us nervous. They were probably only a few days away from completely losing their aquatic home and dying from the drought. Luckily, the rains came and gave them the extra time needed to finish their development into adulthood. Wicks Pond is one of our herpetological hotspots, which rarely ceases to enthrall us. By late spring, the American toads had begun their breeding rituals. These rituals which consists mostly of fighting, singing, and mating, lasted for almost a week. Within a couple of weeks, by the start of June, their proliferation became apparent. The other usual amphibian species at Wicks Pond were present as well, both eastern spotted newts and green frogs and their larvae. For the first time ever, we also had bullfrogs. Usually we are ecstatic with the arrival of new species, but the bullfrogs are a bit concerning. They have a reputation for being voracious predators with the potential to devastate biodiversity. Time will tell if the populations of our amphibians and dragonflies will be greatly affected. Snapping turtles breed in Wicks Pond most summers. This is a rough affair that lasts for many hours. Last year, late in the morning, we noticed a pair going at it. 6 hours later, they were still going strong. But this is the first year ever that they laid eggs at the sanctuary. Typically, they lay eggs in sand or gravel. This can put them in danger, since road shoulders often simulate the perfect conditions. Apparently, wood shavings will also work. A pile that was unloaded around the corner from Wicks Pond was utilized. The incubation took about 10 weeks. Then, starting on September 27th, 16 babies hatched over the course of 5 days. 10 of the eggs proved to be unviable. As far as the rest of the sanctuary goes, there's nothing greatly significant to report. The usual denizens were around in typical abundance. All in all, it was another fantastic year.
world.